Sagittarius, the second half of June is asking you to stay. And I mean really stay, in the conversation, in the feeling, in the thing you have been circling around for weeks now. You are so good at moving forward, at finding the next adventure. But this time, the adventure is standing still. Venus is moving through Leo right now, and that is lighting up your house of big beliefs and bigger conversations. This is actually really supportive energy for love, but here is the catch. It is asking you to say the thing you have been making jokes around, the real thing underneath the banter. If you are partnered, there is a conversation that keeps getting postponed because you both laugh it off or change the subject. This half of the month, try saying it straight, with warmth but without the escape hatch humor. Saturn is making a really supportive trine to your sign right now, and Saturn is all about structure and steady rhythm. Your body is actually craving consistency this month. Not another spontaneous late night, not another packed weekend. I know stillness can feel like boredom to you, but this is the kind of rest that builds something. Try keeping the same bedtime for a week straight and notice how different you feel by the end of it. Mars is in Taurus right now, which is slow and deliberate energy, and honestly that might frustrate you because you want things to move faster. But this is actually protecting you from jumping too soon. The career move, or the project you are excited about, needs a stronger foundation before you announce it or push it forward. Spend the back half of June finishing what you already started, instead of starting something new. Jupiter is in Cancer right now, expanding everything related to home and family, and for you that can mean spending more on the people you love or on making your space feel better. That generosity is beautiful, but just check your account before you book the surprise or buy the gift. One practical thing you can do this week is set a small spending limit for spontaneous purchases and stick to it. The big date to circle is June 30th, when two things happen at once. There is a full moon, which tends to bring emotional clarity and sometimes emotional release. And Mercury stations retrograde on the same day. That combination means whatever has been building under the surface is going to become very clear right at the end of the month. Use the weeks leading up to it to get honest with yourself so you are not blindsided by your own feelings. So the theme coming through from your love reading is about staying, about what happens when you stop leaving yourself an exit. And that is what we are going to explore in the tarot today. Take a breath with me here, let your shoulders drop, and just notice which of these three objects pulls you. Pile 1 is the compass, that old brass navigation tool that always points you somewhere. Pile 2 is the locked diary, a worn leather book with a tiny key beside it. And pile 3 is the Wildflower, a single pressed purple flower between the pages of an old book. Pick the one that your eye went to first, or the one that made you feel something, even if you cannot name what. That is your pile. And if you want, you can listen to all three. Just start with the one that called you. Okay, compass people, let me turn over your first card. This is the Hanged Man reversed. Upright, this card is about willing surrender, choosing to pause and see things from a new angle. But reversed like this, it is telling me you have been stuck in limbo, and you know it. You have been waiting for some sign, some perfect moment, some guarantee before you act. And that waiting has become its own kind of avoidance. The clarity you are looking for is not going to arrive while you are standing still. Your second card is the Moon reversed. The Moon upright is confusion, illusion, things hidden in shadow. Reversed, it is actually the fog lifting. So whatever you have been unsure about, the truth is becoming clearer now, whether you wanted it to or not. You might have been telling yourself you did not know what you wanted, but I think you do know. You have known for a while. This card is saying the confusion was a cover story. And your third card is the Knight of Wands reversed. Now this is interesting because the Knight of Wands is very Sagittarius energy, all fire and forward motion and adventure. Reversed, it is that same energy but scattered or stalled. You have been revving the engine but not actually going anywhere. Maybe you keep making plans and then backing out, or you get excited about something and then talk yourself out of it before you even try. Here's what I want you to take from this pile. You are not lost. You are just stalling. The direction is clear. You have just been afraid to commit to it because committing means you cannot take it back. But staying in this limbo is costing you more than the leap would. Pick one thing this week, one real thing you have been circling, and take one concrete step toward it. Not a plan to plan, an actual step. All right, locked diary people. Your first card is Death Reversed. Now, before you panic, Death in tarot is not literal. It is about endings and transformation. Upright, it is a natural ending that clears space for something new. Reversed like this, it is an ending you are resisting. There is something or someone that has already run its course, but you keep going back to it in your mind, maybe even in your actions. You are keeping something alive that is ready to be released. Your second card is Judgment Reversed. Judgment upright is a wake-up call, a moment of reckoning and clarity about who you have become. Reversed, it is avoiding that reckoning. You know what you need to face about yourself or about a situation, but you keep putting it off. Maybe you are afraid that if you really look at it honestly, you will have to make a choice you are not ready to make. And your third card is the Lovers Reversed. This one is about a choice that is not being made, or a relationship where the alignment is off. It can also be about being out of alignment with your own values, saying yes to something that does not actually fit who you are becoming. There is a disconnect here between what you want and what you are doing. This pile is heavy. I'm not going to pretend it is not. But here is the medicine in it. You are holding on to something that is already over, because letting go feels like admitting something you do not want to admit. But the longer you drag this out, the longer you stay stuck in a version of yourself that you have already outgrown. The concrete thing I want you to do is write down what you are actually afraid of losing if you let this go. Name it on paper. Sometimes seeing it written makes it smaller. Okay, Wildflower people, let me pull your first card. This is the Hermit Reversed. The Hermit upright is about healthy solitude, going inward to find wisdom. But reversed, it is isolation that has gone too far. You have been pulling away from people, maybe telling yourself you need space or that you are just busy, but the truth is you have been hiding. Something has made you want to retreat, and now that retreat has become a habit. Your second card is the Queen of Pentacles Reversed. This queen is usually about nurturing abundance, taking care of yourself and others in practical, grounded ways. Reversed, she is neglecting that care. You might be pouring into work or distractions while letting the basics slide, your meals, your rest, your home, the things that actually keep you feeling stable. Or you have been so focused on being independent that you have stopped letting anyone take care of you. And your third card is the Three of Cups upright. Oh, this is such a good card to end on. The Three of Cups is celebration, friendship, community, people who are genuinely happy to see you. This card is telling me that the cure for what is going on in the first two cards is connection. There are people in your life who want to be there for you, who would show up if you let them. You do not have to earn their presence by being okay first. Here is what I want you to do with this pile. You have been treating connection like something you have to be ready for, like you need to get yourself together before you can show up. But the people who love you do not need the polished version. They need the real one. This week, reach out to one person you have been avoiding or putting off. Not with a big explanation, just a simple message that says you have been thinking of them. Let someone in. So Sagittarius, whether you got the compass, the locked diary, or the wildflower, the thread running through all of this is the same. The second half of June is asking you to stop running and start staying. In the conversation, in the feeling, in the connection. You are braver than your exit strategies give you credit for. Thank you for being here with me. I will see you in the next one.